Wild times in Ohio State land. You've got Ohio State losing in round one of the tournament. It's been however long since, I guess, Ohio State had a real, tourney run. You've got multiple accounts blaming the fans of Ohio State instead of the players or the coach or the
administration that allowed this to happen, right?
And it's like a weird balance, right? Because like I'm Chris Drew and I can sit here in the year 2026 and say I like Diebler. I think Diebler's a good dude. He definitely shouldn't be the coach at Ohio State. We're going to dig into that. Obviously, yesterday's loss against TCU to me felt unacceptable. I didn't like how it looked from Thorne. I didn't like how it went from Tilly. And people are like, well, Tilly's bad. But guess what? He got picked, and they did a whole press run to be happy about him. And then it's like now all of a sudden Ohio State football fans aren't allowed to have opinions on the basketball side of it, and that also fucking bugs me. Do have a couple spring things that I want to talk about. Spring break, I believe, is just about over, and then they'll be in pads on Monday and Tuesday. Got some rule changes that the NCAA passed, got a bunch of shit. But before we get to that bunch of shit, I do want to ask Patrick how he's doing today and where the is he?
I'm doing well, man. I'm at a little cabin here in Hocking Hills. My friends had a little cabin for the weekend, so I was like, you know what? I'll do the show remote from here, I guess.
Zach's in the chat, bro. It's like, where the fuck is Pat? Did he kidnap someone to take them to the cabin in the woods? Honestly, all of us that could be like antagonists at a show, you fit the bill the most.
As an antagonist?
Yeah, it's like the antagonist that like kidnaps somebody, like takes them to a place like that and like chops off their body parts and feeds them to a dog.
So I give off the most serial killer energy on the show.
That's actually what I'm directly referring to. You do feel like a serial killer. But a ton of stuff I want to dig into today. Also, I guess my chat question, I know Zach is going to do a bourbon and ball on it, but my chat question that I think maybe I'll start a poll for, maybe I won't, maybe I just will hear explanations. What transfer portal receiver do you think is going to have more of an impact? McCune or Kyle Parker? Let me know. Drop a comment, drop reasoning, drop all that. It is also Mailbag Friday, Super Chat Friday, Rumble Rant Friday, and then I will have general mailbag questions at some point throughout the show. Today's loaded. But before we do the loaded part, I do see it's already in the chat. RIP Chuck Norris, man. Passed away.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's I literally just saw that like 10 minutes before the show.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like him to tweet or to put out a statement that like it's a joke. No one can kill Chuck Norris, but it's like the longer the time goes, I'm like, I don't think it's happening.
I mean, what you just suggested is that Chuck Norris is the Messiah. That would be a crazy, wild turn of events.
Hey, I'd be here for it.
Really be ready for. But no, it's crazy. Like as kids, we all heard the Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we grew up on.
For, but it's like what is it like? I heard one this morning. When Chuck Norris cuts onions, the onion cries. You know?
Yeah, dude. It's like it's
when
like
Chuck Norris left for college. He told his dad he's the man of the house now. Like, congrats on being the man of the house. Like, that kind of shit. Like the old
Chuck Norris bowls overhand.
Yeah,
shit like that.
It is. Yeah, bingo. So.
No, dude. And it's funny because like. I don't know if you'll feel the same way, but like whenever I think of Chuck Norris, I think of Dodgeball. The movie Dodgeball?
Yeah, no.
That's his most iconic role to me.
That's the only film I think I've seen him in.
Literally same.
Like, but we're young. I know he's in some like Wild Western shit.
I was gonna say we're gonna get flamed for it in the chat probably, but that's how like I think of Chuck Norris, I think of Dodgeball.
I think of Chuck Norris, think about the jokes. And there's like a like him and Mr. T,
jokes,
right?
Yeah.
He was in what was that the one? The Replaceables?
Oh, I don't know actually.
What's the movie? Wasn't he in a movie with Mr. T? Yeah, Roadhouse, Texas. Yeah, that. Yeah, shout out.
Wait,
Kyle. What movie is he in with Mr. T?
Roadhouse?
What?
I don't think Chuck Norris in Roadhouse is.
Oh, well, just Walker, Texas Ranger is what I know.
Yeah, no, Roadhouse is fucking Patrick Swayze. Yeah, dude, he's not in Roadhouse. I love Roadhouse is a solid film. That's funny. But yeah, dude, I know I've never seen Walker, Texas Ranger, but that's right. That definitely sounds familiar.
That does. And then I think someone said,
yeah, Jordy knows. Think of Dodgeball. Fuck you, Chuck Norris.
Yeah, bingo.
I should have won that tournament.
Someone said, man, these famous deaths come in threes. Chuck Norris, Joe Green, wonder who's next. And Ben said, Joe Green isn't dead.
People are just spreading rumors out there.
Holy smokes. Hey, start the show, dude. Let's talk about some football.
Yeah, let's do it. We got a loaded show today, so let's fire the intro.
It is. They need to level up.
I think we have some freaks in Menace Army.
I'm okay with that. Go watch the fucking film. But I appreciate you for riding with us, Menace Army. Menace out.
Menace Army! Let's get to the show!
Let's get to it.
Big dog. I do want to grab this video. There was an interesting, I guess, like barstool note. The video is way too long, and it's Titus. And he said, Ohio State basketball fans are the worst fans in the world. They watch football all year. They don't even pay attention to the basketball program. They parachute in around late January, early February, essentially using it as a reason for them not to be able to comment on the Ohio State loss to TCU. I want to get your take on it as someone who, of the three of us, me, you, and Zach, you are the biggest Ohio State basketball fan. Thoughts on Titus making this comment?
Dude, I think this is such bullshit. I hated this comment. For me, a lot of it has to do with I think nowadays there definitely are a lot more fair weather Ohio State basketball fans, and a lot of it is because the fall off has been dramatic. I mean, you're talking about, Chris, when me and you were growing up, from 2006 to 2016, really, I would say that 10-year window, we were a shoo-in to make the NCAA tournament. We were a shoo-in to compete for the Big Ten title every year. We were a shoo-in to basically reach the second weekend and have Final Four hopes, right? Like that was the standard for Ohio State basketball during like the prime of the Thad Matta era. Made the one natty, the other Final Four with Aaron Kraft, couldn't get it done either of those years. Couple Elite Eights, couple Sweet 16s. Like they were a model of consistency in the Big Ten. And since that 2016, 2017 season, it's been a shit show. So like, yeah, naturally, a lot of Ohio State basketball fans, it's easy to, to turn off your fandom in a sense when you know the team is going to be good and you know that the football team year in and year out is going to be good. I get that. However, there's still a tremendous amount of diehard Ohio State fans for both football and basketball. And so I find that very disrespectful from Mark Titus to just assume that everyone is a football fan and football fan only and basketball is like a second tier thing. Now I get that might be the case for some people. I just find that I'm like, nah, fuck you, dude. I've been a diehard Ohio State basketball fan my whole life. The product on the court right now is a problem because the administration has failed to kind of make sure the standard stays the same as it was 10, 15 years ago.
I'm going to open this up with saying, like, I like Titus. I do.
And that's where I was shocked that he was the one that said it, because he does a great job. He's done a great job since he the past 15 years of covering Ohio State basketball and being kind of, a good unbiased source of information on social media. So yeah, I agree. I like him too.
But also let's just talk about this for what it is. This is Fork Fountain Kitchen. There's two parts of this, and we're gonna go kind of optics based, and we're gonna transition to more fact based, because I think I can dance in both worlds. Doc, the way sports work is this: when you're good, your viewership goes up. Yeah. When you're good, more national programs talk about you. When you're good, ESPN talks about you. When ESPN talks about you, you get basketball fans that tune in and want to talk about it. When you're bad, you don't want to go on the internet and get bashed every day. When you're bad, you don't feel like you can come out of the woodworks and debate with other teams or anything because you're a bad team. When you're bad, you naturally won't have the same talk because nobody wants to talk a lot about a bad basketball team all the time. That doesn't mean that fans are not watching. And you know what? Where the proof is? These are the top 10 most watched, most popular men's basketball teams, TV viewership, and like the social media stuff as well. This is the top 10.
This is this season, right?
This year, for only the regular season. Duke, basketball school. Kentucky, basketball school. North Carolina, basketball school. Michigan, basketball school. I'm trolling. Kansas, basketball school. Arkansas.
I mean, recently basketball school, right? Since Calipari
Illinois, they're a dual school. Indiana,
no, Illinois is a basketball school. When's the last time Illinois was nationally relevant in football? They're a basketball school.
I'm a Illinois truther. All right, so we'll go Illinois basketball
but
school.
Still, yeah.
Indiana, they were a basketball school
not anymore
years ago, but still that a large part of their fan base is basketball fans, but they're both Ohio State football school, Florida football and basketball school. There's 3 teams on there on the top 10 that are football and basketball. Ohio State fans, to be dominating viewership like this when they dropped in January is okay. They should have an opinion. And to my point, would you say the same thing about Indiana fans?
Oh, 1,000%.
Indiana fans, nobody talked about Indiana football, but then when they were good, nobody said, "Oh, their fan base, they weren't really rocking out with them. They don't get to comment on this." No, it's like okay.
There was a couple people, but I took offense to that, or not offense to it, but I didn't agree with the takes that were like Indiana fans don't deserve this. This is a picture of Indiana's football stadium from 5 years ago. Like, dog, they were dog shit. Do you people for not showing up to the games? Like, don't get mad at them now because they're showing up because they're good. That's what happens when you win. People will go to the games to watch, not just watch on TV. And honestly, it's funny that the viewership is so high for Ohio State because I went to a handful of basketball games this year. That shit was not rocking, right? In person. It wasn't. And it has been in the past when they're nationally relevant. So, again, the fans are watching the games.
They are. And here we go. I always joke like this when you see fan bases go quiet. It's hard enough watching your team get destroyed. It's even harder watch your team get destroyed than having to defend them on the timeline.
Yeah, it's 1,000%.
Yeah. Now, I used to be more hurt by Ohio State basketball than I am now. Now they can't even hurt me. Like this iteration of Ohio State being not good at basketball in the first round of the tournament and Diebler disappointing me. Is the same as a girl cheating on somebody for the 13th or 14th time.
Yeah, it's dog, what did you expect was going to happen?
Yeah. Ohio State basketball used to hurt me. Because in my formative years, I was a 5th grader when we had Mike Conley and the Big O. It was going. And Evan Turner and then eventually D'Lo and Jayshawn Tate and Quentin Ross. Thompson. That is when I loved. Yeah. Loved Ohio State basketball,
dude, literally. And those were some of the, you said, that obviously the 07 championship, the losing football and basketball in the same year, that murdered me as an Ohio State fan, right? It was brutal.
That shit hurt me. And so when I hear Titus say this, it's there's a bunch of people out there that want Ohio State to be good and kind of are longing for. Here we go. The reaction we're getting from social media from fans that are parachuting in, they're not parachuting in because they don't care about Ohio State basketball. They're parachuting in because they don't want OSU basketball to hurt their feelings when they can celebrate their football team. But the reaction and the crying out is because Ohio State basketball fans are longing for them to be good again.
Exactly, dude. It's been 10 years of mediocrity or below mediocrity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's this is and a lot of the negative talk on the timeline has been about Diebler, and it has been for the last 2 years, I'd say. People question the hire when it was made. I was one that was at the time of the hire, I didn't mind it, right? Clearly, Holtman wasn't working out. That ship had sailed.
And Holtman, Holtman was late for a practice because he had anxiety before getting into his car. That's the stuff we were dealing with. I don't want to pay attention to Ohio State basketball when we get stories like that coming out.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so, whatever, you bring in Diebler, again, his first game as a coach, you upset the number 2 team in the country with Zach Edey and Purdue. And I get it. You fell in love with him. They almost made a run to the tournament that year and just fell short. Last year was disappointing. This year, disappointing for the most part until they got hot at the end and made the tournament. But again, in so many crucial moments of games this year, they fell short and couldn't execute down the stretch. And to me, that's a coaching issue. Ohio State has star players on this team that had the ability to make a run and carry a team in March. Bruce Thornton and John Mobley, again, didn't even play at their best yesterday and still almost did enough between the two of them to win that game.
Do you know what happened this week that I also think was like a huge like blow to the PR of Ohio State hoops and like points to me that it's 100% coaching always? Do you see what Sensabaugh did?
Oh God, no! What did he do?
41.
Dude, like literally, you're telling me we had that kind of a player on our team and couldn't not only build around him but make a fucking tournament? Like
They made him the sixth man down the stretch after being like he was freshman of the year. They made him the sixth man down the stretch.
Dude, it's not just him. Fucking EJ Liddell was starting for the Brooklyn Nets the other night.
Yeah,
like
bro.
we've had hoopers the past 6-7 years, and like nothing to show for it at all. No run in the Big Ten tournament, let alone the March Madness. Right? It's been nothing. It's been mediocrity. And again, you're telling me that John Calipari had Ohio State on his wish list, and you turned him down?
That's disgusting, dude. Having like think about like Calipari and Ryan Day together. And it's funny because like I think that I genuinely think that having Diebler makes Ohio State fans appreciate Ryan Day even more. Like having Holtman makes them appreciate Ryan Day even more. Because it's like, look, it's you can't just walk in and get it going. You can't just walk in and get it going. And I would have loved to have I mean, I would have loved to have both. I want both. I want good basketball and good football. And I think that honestly, like I'm someone who is maybe famous amongst our fan base for being really, really hard on Ryan Day. People better thank God I don't do a basketball podcast because the stuff I would say about Diebler and the program would be disgusting. And I had to stop really serious. Like I had to stop using Ohio State basketball as anything other than background noise because it's like, the simple fundamental shit they do is just bad.
Yeah.
Like the inbounds play at the end is just bad.
Dog, did you see? And I didn't even realize it at the time. And I think it was either last night or this morning. I was scrolling and saw, I want to say it was either DG or Ohio Divided.
DG posted it. Same exact time.
Same exact time on the clock. Inbounding from, down on the other baseline.
Mm-hmm.
The national championship Villanova game winning shot. 4.7 seconds were on the clock. And they got a fucking wide open look and a good look.
Yeah.
And again, you know what? It wasn't their best player. And that's okay. You draw up an open look rather than force feeding your best player to hack up a heavily contested beyond half court shot. It's that simple.
Yeah. It's that simple. Doug Limerice tweeted this. I wanted to read it to you because I think it's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Question I always ask myself: are media opinions driven by talking to coaches? Or are media opinions driven by talking to fans? Who are you serving? Who do you care about more? Usually a lot of answers in those questions. Where do you think media opinions are driven by normally? Do you think they're driven by talking to coaches or driven by talking to fans?
I mean, they're absolutely driven by talking to coaches, right?
Yeah, you got to think because like,
I mean, we see it a lot on the football side of things, right?
Yeah, you see it as
a lot of people.
Football.
A lot of people consider us as, almost, heavily biased against Ohio State for some degree because we go against sometimes a lot of what the Buckeye Beat puts out there when it comes to what's being said around the football program because they're the ones, talking to the head coach, talking to the assistant coaches. We give our opinion, our facts on things, and it's viewed almost in a negative connotation just because it differs from them. But I also think as fans, people tend to like what we have to say, or at least the realist Ohio State fans tend to agree with what we have to say rather than some of the guys who are just catering to what the coaches are feeding them, right?
Yeah. It's funny because there's like oh God, am I about to do like a soliloquy on media? I could feel it. Like I could just feel it. Like
do it,
body.
Do it.
Do it. I think that there's like a media trap, a very specific one, and it happens when you only try to do one or the other. When your singular focus becomes like serving the fans what they want to hear, you end up doing what the coaches want as well.
Yeah.
So it's like this like weird like kind of downward slope. And I noticed it when I do debates with people. But fan bases want to hear about how great their team is. Coaches want every excuse in the book for their failures. So a lot of times you can mend them together, but when you do, that's when you like get into like soulless media.
Yeah.
I think that the role of media is to be driven by research. I think you can do research, but your research has to be to serve an entire population rather than just the people that listen to your show. And that's the hardest thing for anybody to swallow.
Yeah, you can't cater to just one side of the coin, right? You
No,
have to
not
cater.
even. You can't like here we go. Like when I do content, like solo content, I do solo content from the angle that somebody from North Dakota, from North Carolina, from Florida is going to listen. So I try to remove myself from the Ohio State fan entirely.
Yeah.
Because like my job is to convey thoughts that I think are thoughtful and that are research driven. And when you do that and you don't think about the fans, you win. If you do that and you don't think about the coaches, you win. But at the end of the day, you also are serving the fans who give you clicks and get you money. So it's like a really like confusing spinning wheel.
Yeah, it's all about balance, right? I think there's a time and place for making sure you're not being almost overly critical to turn away fans, right? And certain fans of the team. But at a certain point, you have to be critical and you have to, almost speak with your head and not your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, that's where the research comes in, and just providing that research to people, I think ultimately benefits the fans.
But it's almost deeper than that, Pat. Like I guess, and this is the Christian philosophy. Like I stand alone. When I do content, I don't even care about like a balance. You know what I care about? Every time I speak into a microphone, I think to myself, okay, this is gonna sound so autistic. Oh my God. Every show I do, when the show ends, in my mind, a book closes and it gets filed into a library. And like my stance is, if the whole world gets blown up and someone stumbles into Chris Drew's library, are they going to get the right story?
Yeah.
And I think that's where I generally go. I don't even know what this has to fucking do with anything. Let's get a commercial break.
Hey, it's a Friday, dude. It's March Madness. It's like this is that time of year.
Dude, I'm just like I'm about to go like full blown autistic and talk about like the library of my life, because that's what it is. It's fucking freaking me out, because I want people to look at Christian Jones and be like, oh, like this is a political commentator archivist, I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
Like I don't want to be like, I know I'm a little bit of a fan and obviously I have that, but I want to be like viewed as like an archivist when it's all said and done.
Okay.
Worthy.
I like that.
But this is a great. So you heard about newsworthy info, but as the reporter, it's not your job. Me? I know. I think that that's more about opinion pieces. I think facts should be out there. I mean, shit, you guys know I dropped the Pat Kraft video or story when I got it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, I did it. I felt like shit the next day, dude. Pat saw it, dude. I was like butterflies crazy.
Yeah, that was. I remember you were nervous about your fucking if the FBI was gonna come knocking or something.
I thought it was coming, dude. I thought it was coming. But give me the commercial break, and then we'll hit some more college football.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll be right back after this.
Menace Army, you know that moment when you're running out the door and need a shirt that looks polished without messing with an iron or a steamer. That's exactly why I wear Mizzen & Main. Fast, sharp, and ready the second you grab it. Mizzen & Main actually invented the performance fabric dress shirt over 10 years ago. And since then, they've only perfected it even more with modern fabrics. Mizzen & Main's shirts and pants look refined, yet they're stretchy, lightweight, moisture-wicking, wrinkle-resistant, and completely machine washable. No ironing, no dry cleaning. It's just simply the best. Right now, Mizzen & Main is offering our listeners 20% off your first purchase at mizzenandmain.com. Promo code MENACE20. That's Mizzen, spelled M-I-Z-Z-E-N, and Main, M-A-I-N.com. Promo code MENACE20 for 20% off. Mizzenandmain.com, promo code MENACE20. And if you'd rather shop in person, you can find Mizzen & Main stores in select states. All right, Menace Army, it's March Madness. And you know what that means. It's time to shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks is now going to give you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, and every board that much more exciting. So don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. Also, there's a new feature alert. PrizePicks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. PrizePicks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast and secure. PrizePicks accepts most major payment methods when making deposits into your account quick and easy this sports season. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code MENACE to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5. That's code MENACE, MENACE, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
This is Dave asked this. They get so tight with the team they don't look into shit they hear about because it costs them access, and fans revolt at bad news. Yeah, I could never be. I think about that often. I think that if I was ever a reporter working for a newspaper or something like that, and my job was to do journalism like that, I'd be the worst. They get access revoked so quick. I would write so many stories, do so many videos, or I would give stories to other people for them to write as well. Because I do think that journalism is really important, but it is a dying sport because access is revoked. But that's not just an Ohio State thing. That's an NBA thing too. It's an NFL thing. Journalists don't get to do their job anymore because quite simply you will lose access.
Yeah. No, 1,000%. I mean, we see it a lot. I mean, it's funny. We see it a lot in just Cleveland Browns media in particular. I know they're probably one of the worst media outlets in terms of relaying information to their fans that's newsworthy and not just kind of force feeding what they're being told to say from the top, right?
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
Last year with the quarterback situation there, but I won't go down. I can talk for hours on that.
Which we should and could another day. I do have this. The targeting rule is seeing a shift. NCAA has made slight changes to punishment for targeting. This fall, a player disqualified for targeting the first time during the season, regardless of which half the game occurs, may participate in the next game. Any player disqualified for a targeting a second time during the season will be required to miss the first half of next game. If a player is disqualified for the third targeting penalty during the season, the player will be required to miss the entire next game. No players were disqualified for targeting 3 times in the 2025 season. As a quick note, I am here for this.
Oh, 1,000%.
Firmly, I told you that. I firmly believe that targeting, no matter what half it is in, should require a suspension for the next game. Never.
Yeah,
no other sport does that.
No other sport. The only sport where we see it is NBA after acquiring X amount of technicals, right, throughout the season.
It's like when you go up to Robex and get your Robex punch ticket. You get a free smoothie if you get fucking 10 times. I got you. But I've seen Aaron Boone get ejected a bunch of times. Never. It could be in the 9th inning. Never serves a suspension the next day. Bobby Cox, that was my guy, dude. Big Braves guy. Bobby Cox was out there getting thrown out left and right. It was. Guess what? We don't.
You're back next game.
In the NBA, when you foul out, you don't miss the next game.
Yeah, no, it's exactly, dude. I think this rule was long overdue, and I like the fact that they're still implementing. The amount of times that you commit this penalty, the harsher the punishment gets, as it should be. Again, it's a different than what the NBA has. I think it's the NBA. I think it's your 16th technical. You then required to miss a game.
I only remember 2 times coming into play. No, 2 players.
It was Draymond,
and then the other one is someone who tormented our childhood.
Rasheed
Wallace.
Yeah. Yep. Good call.
Yeah, because he was 1 technical short of having to miss, I believe, Game 5 against Cleveland.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Good fucking poll. I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude. I'll never forget praying to God that
he just bait him into one, dude.
Because they would have him switch on to LeBron a ton.
Yeah, and I mean,
him and Ben, dude.
Yeah, I know Warriors fans used to love to use it as a scapegoat, but LeBron went off in Game 5 without Draymond having to guard him in 2016, and then everyone was like, "Oh, well, he won't drop 40 again in Game 6." He sure as hell did, and then Game 7, it's over. That's
dude. It was like that. Those Pistons teams, man. Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace, dude.
Yeah. That starting five, those two, Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton, and Chauncey Billups, like
Just
tormented.
defenders. Just defenders, dude.
And just like anyone could step up, and they didn't have like a go-to scorer on that team. Each of them averaged like, I think, 15 to 18 points a game, except for Ben Wallace probably. But like those teams were they were nasty, dude.
They were. But anyway, back to college football. The point is, it's like no other sport has this. Again, like the NBA has it, but it's for 16 techs. You know how 16 techs is? That's enough for 8 ejections.
It's crazy, dude.
That's 8 ejections.
Yeah. So again, I like where this rule is at now, and I think you mentioned it, right? No player got disqualified 3 times last year, so we're never going to see them miss the full game the 3rd time. So it's really, unless you have a complete headhunter out there, or a bounty system going down at one school,
dude,
you're not going to see that next year. Players are smart now; they know what's targeting and what's not. I do think that there needs to be 2 levels of targeting. Like, to me, a lot of the targeting that we see now, to me, shouldn't be considered targeting. There should be a penalty below targeting that is just like,
I think if I got to review it for more than 2 minutes, it's not targeting. Like, I want it to be so clear and obvious. Oh yeah, you were trying to kill him.
I actually heard an interesting theory. This was at the Big Ten tournament last week. Someone said there should be a shot clock for refs, and I think you could use it, for replay. And if you can't figure it out in that, for basketball, they said, imagine it was a 24-second shot clock, right? You got to look at an out of bounds play for 24 seconds. If you can't make a clear determination, then the call stands.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of with that. Generally speaking, you know what I would like, and it's going to sound kind of messed up. It's like not quite party platesy, but kind of is. Like you get like a patch, like one targeting call this year, just so receivers know, oh, you're the one who's trying to kill people,
So what? So you try to bait them then into getting another one?
You put like one like skull and crossbones like for every targeting call they have in their career somewhere on them.
That would incentivize me if I were a DB to just go light someone out,
or like one of the, like a helmet sticker, bro, just like at the bottom of the helmet, dude, like just a skull and crossbones.
That would be fucking tough.
I mean, could you imagine like the zoom in before like a 3rd and 8, zoom into the safety walking across? It's like, oh. The super slow motion shot of that.
That's the thing I would do. I would just like early on in the season against a nobody, just fucking annihilate someone just so I can have that sticker the rest of the season.
Yeah, sticker
inflict fear.
And that sticker means we're paying a close eye on you, bud.
Yeah,
it's like a second offender thing. It's like if you committed any felonies when you go for a job application.
Yeah, but also like, could you then be prone to officials kind of, officiating you the wrong way? Not just in terms of hard hitting, but like
absolutely. You no longer get the benefit of the doubt. You sicko.
See, that's fucked up.
No, it's not. Look, you want to get that targeting. We now don't give you the benefit of the doubt 100%.
Bro, you know my friend Tommy. You've met him.
Yeah.
He was not a basketball player growing up. He was a wrestler, but we were playing the CYO league and we needed another guy. So we recruited him to play. And this dude would literally probably get a technical a game. And me and my one buddy who were like the captains of the team, the refs would pull us aside before each game, go, hey, your boy 27. We're gonna be keeping a close eye on him. Make sure he's on the refs today before every game, dude.
He had the skull and crossbones, dude.
Yeah, dude, jersey, big time. Big time. I think he got ejected.
I think we should do that. I do want to another NCAA rule. The NCAA Oversight Committee did not approve the proposal that will require leg coverings, so we can still have our legs out.
Still show off those calf muscles.
You can still show off the calf muscles. So I just want to hit those 2 quick points.
Yeah.
This one, we are now getting players naming our teams naming starting quarterbacks a lot earlier.
Yeah,
than previously,
because you don't have to worry about the second transfer window.
Yeah, but Mizzou had a quarterback battle going on. They named, or I guess clearly it was a fake one. Austin Simmons has been named starting quarterback at Mizzou this year already.
Yeah, it seems a little early for that, I guess.
I forgot. That's so early. This is the first one of the year.
Yeah, dude, I actually forgot that they were one of the teams with the quarterback battle because Pribula's still there. Right? Oh, no, he transferred.
Pribula went to Virginia.
Yeah, so wait, who was the
Oh, maybe they didn't have one because the other kid went to Penn State, I think.
Yeah. No, Zollers was the other guy. He came in. No, it was a two-man battle.
Everything. Yeah.
Zollers, I tuned into, I think it was the Missouri Vanderbilt game last year when Pribula got hurt, and Zollers came in and actually looked pretty decent against Vandy in that game. So yeah, you're right. It was a two-man battle, but super early.
And both these kids are super young because Simmons got to college 2 years earlier to get to Ole Miss, which is crazy. But Matt Zollers was a highly recruited, like a 5-star all everything kid.
I was gonna say he was a baseball player, right?
I think that was the other kid. I don't know if he was.
I might be mixing guys up.
The baseball player is Lonergan because he was on the
okay. Yeah, dude, against Vanderbilt, the game that Pribula got hurt, he went 14 to 23, 138 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, and like almost led him to a comeback victory in that game. He looked decent against Mississippi State. Again, who didn't though? 2 touchdowns in that game on 8 of 15 passing, 112 yards. Decent quarterback.
Like super highly rated. Like here we go. Here's the top 10 quarterbacks in that class. Underwood going to start.
Mm-hmm.
Russell, I think, is going to start this year at Bama. Tavian St. Clair, 3rd. Longstreet, who's going to be the man at USC next year.
Mm-hmm.
Deuce Knight, who he transferred as well. Julian Lewis played. He's going to play and played a lot.
Mm-hmm.
JKS, that's the kid at Cal.
Oh, yeah.
Bryce Baker, which crazy they even landed him. And then Matt Zollers, who is at Mizzou, he's top 10. And then the guy after him, Malik Washington. So we're talking about like in this top 10, a lot of those kids played or have it set up in front. And so I was surprised, again, that they named Simmons a starting quarterback this early.
And also, like, I'm just looking at the game log between the two last year. Like, Zollers was better.
Dude, I'm going to say this, and I mean this in the best way possible. Simmons might be the greatest practice player ever.
I was just going to say, because fucking last year, what did we keep hearing from Lane Kiffin despite Trinidad hooping?
Trinidad was ripping off 300-yard game after 300-yard game, and Lane Kiffin said, Austin's our quarterback 1. When he gets back, that's our quarterback 1. Like, what is Simmons doing in practice? Because they even started putting Simmons in while we were watching Trinidad Chambers put up Heisman-worthy numbers.
Yeah. And we didn't get a clear. I don't even know if he even gave us a clear answer. He just stopped talking about Simmons. He didn't really
talk about him, and then took the LSU job.
Yeah, but like, damn, dude, it's funny. Like, you look back, Simmons' best game was against Georgia State, where he threw for 341 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also had 2 picks in that game against Georgia State.
Disgusting.
He had one touchdown pass the rest of the year. Now I know he didn't play a whole lot, but like Zollers, I thought did better in basically the same amount of reps. Simmons had, Zollers had a couple more attempts than Simmons. Simmons had a slightly better completion percentage, but better touchdown to interception ratio for Zollers. Also, Zollers, now they both took the same amount of sacks. I guess Simmons gives you more rushing the football. I guess that's the only other
thing. He's got a bigger arm, like more of a cannon.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. But if you're Mizzou, you can't really afford to, miss out on this, because this was a program after coming off that Cotton Bowl win against Ohio State. They were set up to be like, oh yeah, we're next up in the SEC, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have Brady Cook and Luther Burden coming back. That was a flop. Bo Pribula, there was the hype around him last year. That didn't work out. So like, I don't know, dude. This is if they don't get it right with Simmons, is Drink on the hot seat?
He's not on the hot seat, but we're looking at him like, damn, okay, like you really aren't what we thought you could be. I thought you were like the nerdy version of Kirby Smart. I do want to kind of reference this point. You don't see this if there's a spring window.
Oh, absolutely not.
You do not see this if it's a spring window. So just kind of a glimpse into the hearts of college football. I mean, that's an early. Yeah.
Also, as if I were a Mizzou fan, I wouldn't hate this.
Mm-mm.
Like, all right, we got our guy. We got our presumed guy right now. Like, let's
give him the reps. No doubt.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him the reps. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
A wild side note, Austin Mack, who is a redshirt sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
You know how old he is?
what, like 22?
He's 19.
Oh, he's only 19?
As a red shirt sophomore.
Yeah, wait, so how the fuck he was 16 when he enrolled?
Had to be. Had to be. He is currently 19 years old, and it's wild because like they're like you hear that like, oh, Austin Mack is so close to reaching his potential, like that he's just it's just flashing, not all the way there.
Yeah.
Someone whose development absolutely had to get rushed. 19 years old right now, battling against the really talented freshman Keelan Russell, who was also 19, I think. So you're talking about a redshirt sophomore, 19 years old, dog.
Yeah.
Think about how crazy that is, and almost for me changes how I view him a little bit, and it makes me wonder, like, damn, like, why is he? Like,
why is he there
too early?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I know Keelan Russell kid was the one that kind of drew the rave reviews last year, and almost it sounds like really gave Ty Simpson
he pushed and challenged. 100%.
Yeah, he pushed and challenged. Now I know we saw Austin Mack, a little more during the season. We saw him in the bowl game against Indiana. I mean, it was a blowout, and Austin Mack looked okay, nothing great. I was surprised that he stayed though, because to me he was a prime candidate to go be a starter elsewhere. Keelan Russell's the guy there.
Yeah, I mean, but that would have been a second transfer.
That's true.
He came from Washington.
Yeah,
with the board.
Yeah.
So to me, that's he must think he's going to be starting quarterback. And I guess I did some asking around to see if this was true, but I was told that their NIL packages are quote unquote the exact same. Yeah. There's the belief that if one gets more than the other, then it's like, oh, we're more invested in Keelan Russell. But I was told their NIL packages are the same amount.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so then I guess
it's hard to verify that kind of shit. It's hard to like dig deeper more into that. But just wanted to put that out there. I'm also glad that at Ohio State, I would have loved a quarterback battle. I'm glad that we don't have like the civil war of a quarterback battle this year.
Yeah, which I mean,
I lost sleep over that DB Kyle McCord shit. Just so you know, I lost sleep over that.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. I mean, shit, and it's still kind of carried over into the next year, right?
It carries over now.
We still have the what is it? The hidden footage of the DB throw from the Will Howard battle.
The fucking hidden footage. Was I with you when I was black?
Yes, dude. Yeah, dude. It was me, you. We were out in Columbus, and you got the intel, and
a player sent me a video of a ridiculous throw, Devin Brown to Jeremiah Smith.
Dog, I remember we were sauced. We were sauced, and we hammered Devin Brown Heisman right when he got that video, dude.
And it was proof that Devin was running with the ones, because we kept being told he was not running with the ones. And it's like, well, Jeremiah Smith is with the ones.
Mm-hmm.
So wild times. But no, that was the Will Howard battle, actually.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It was the Will Howard battle, because we were saying, because everyone was saying that Will Howard was a shoo-in, and we didn't really push back a whole lot, but we were getting some intel that like, well, maybe it's not all set in stone just yet.
Remember, and they had that open practice.
Yes.
And Devin went crazy that open practice, and everyone's like, wait a second. Like, and I was getting whispers from like other people like in the Ohio State media were like, wait a second, like Devin looks it. Like it happens, because we had a whole open practice. And that's why like spring games and open practice in the spring are so funny, because you never know like what the week leading up to it is. But Devin went crazy in that open practice, and Will Howard's arm didn't look crazy, and that was the other point. But let's hit a commercial break, big dog. We're just
dude. I was just looking up. Remember we were talking about it the last time we probably talked about fucking Devin Brown, but I want I want them to put up Heisman odds for the D2. What is it? The Harlan Hill Trophy.
Bet on Dev, no matter what.
But yeah, let's get a commercial break and keep talking some college football. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Menace Army, you know me. I've been on a level up. Been at 15 months, and I'm going to talk about something that I wish I learned earlier in life. I'm 42 now, and I don't know about you guys, but when I hit 40, maybe even 30, late 30s, things got harder. Not just gym stuff, but like everything. Energy crashes at 2 p.m. became my new normal. That's not supposed to happen in your late 30s. That's where Mars Men came to the rescue, right? It's absolutely incredible. It's what it is it's a testosterone support supplement, right? A ton of vitamins, and it boosts your testosterone. It brings it back. It brings that young you back. And I feel incredible. I've been taking it for a year now, and it is a game changer. Plus, it's a 90-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Worst case, you don't absolutely love it, and you get your money back. But over 91% of users report higher energy levels. Thousands of guys are feeling incredible results. Just check out the reviews on the website and see for yourself. And for a limited time, our listeners get 50% off for life, plus free shipping and 3 free gifts at mengotomars.com. That's mengotomars.com for 50% off and 3 free gifts when you check out. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them Menace to Sports sent you. It's a game changer. I highly recommend it.
Back at it like a crack addict. I have so much I feel like I want to hit today. And some of it, not all of it's cultural, but plenty of it is. Yeah. It is funny. I think we're so insulated, Pat, in the college football world that a lot of people don't like. A lot of people view like the tampering stuff as like conspiracy theories, which is wild. Like people like the pure top view like think that tampering is like so when like this breaks contain, it's always so funny. And we had the second case only breaking contain. Rutgers president came out and said, the way the game really works with the agents, these deals are done way before the portal opens. You can act like it's a surprise, and the NCAA says that's tampering. It's all just a joke. That made news to the most like a surface of surface fans. So it's just fun in this like break contain because like some people at Rutgers are like, oh, this is, excuses, and it's like, no, this is actually what's happening. So just like a quick like break contains.
Yeah, dude, that's actually wild.
Because we don't realize. Well, we're just so deep in it that we don't realize like what is viewed as like conspiracy and what isn't.
Yeah, I mean, I never realized that was actually a conspiracy theory until just now.
Yeah, no, it's like, well, what do you like? How sure are you really? So it's one of the side things that when they break contain, it's funny. Ryan Staub is making waves. He is going to be a starting quarterback at Tennessee this year because Joey Aguilar is up out of there, and they did not land anybody in the portal. And he said, in my 3 years of playing college football, I haven't had as much coaching as I've had in the first 3 months being here. The wild thing about that statement is Ryan Staub was the starting quarterback at Colorado, dude.
But are we surprised? I mean, no, shit. Deion's own son had the first round talent. And the biggest thing, and I'll quote Zach on this because he did a whole Bourbon and Ball breakdown last year of the top quarterbacks coming into the draft, and doing his own evaluation. And the biggest thing he says was Shadour's footwork wasn't NFL ready, and you could tell that he hasn't been coached to his full potential. You see the first round talent there, but he hasn't been coached through it yet. So I'm not surprised by this at all. And we saw it in Cleveland this past year with Shador. There are times where I'm like, damn, this guy is our quarterback of the future. And then he does some boneheaded shit where I'm like, damn, he still has to develop. He's not there yet.
Crazy. It's crazy for this to come out. And the kid didn't even realize what he was doing, but started like a media shitstorm at 2 different places. And so the funniest Civil War of all time is
Tennessee versus Colorado.
Bingo. It's hilarious.
Fucking wild, dude.
But it also like checks out. But some people were saying, well, bro, you were the 3rd string quarterback at Colorado, of course. But it's like he did start games.
We did start, but that was the weird thing, right? Because the battle was between
Juju and Salters.
And yet all of a sudden he's starting out of nowhere. Dude, I would love to just get intel and have a sit down with whoever was in that quarterback room last year and figure out what the fuck happened at practice and behind the scenes that led to all the back and forth between those 3 guys. Cause it was crazy last year.
It was, and it never gets talked about. And you and I are like the sicko fans, but Salters regression, disgusting.
Dude, he was filthy at Liberty. Are you kidding?
He was filthy at Liberty.
He had them. If they played in a 12-team playoff, that you're talking about, he would have had Liberty in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And
Gresham was terrible, man. Hey, it's just listen. Dion won off the strength of Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, man, and throw Jimmy Horn into that mix too, right? It's like
shout out my guy Jimmy.
The farther we get removed from those guys, the worse and worse it looks.
Dude, are we having like a James Harden slander off in the?
Dude, I was just wondering that.
Is there actually people out there that think Luka is better than James Harden? Because if there is, I'll bring it up at the end of the show.
Oh, we're gonna get to it because some of the super chats are about it, I think.
Because it's not even close.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we'll get to it.
I'm just saying it's not close. I don't know why we're poking at Chris Drew on a Friday.
They're trying to get you all stirred up.
I'm just saying, like, the only rationale for having Luka better than James Harden is racism. Anyway. Sorry, let me recalibrate, dude. Let me recalibrate, get it back.
Oh.
I'm in my head a little bit. I keep seeing clips of Lincoln Keynotes doing super athletic things and throwing the ball in all these funky ways. And the ball is jumping out of his hands, and he looks so swagged out with the covering.
Dog, you placed the future, right?
I didn't, but I'm going to. I've seen enough. And
that Ole Miss game week 1 is going to be must-watch TV.
It is. And I'm thinking to myself, like, am I going to feel like Georgia Tech fumbled? Because they chose Alberto. Like, they had a chance to get either backup. Either Sayan's backup or Indiana or Mendoza's backup. They went with Alberto.
Yeah.
Over. Oh my God, I can't do. What? Can somebody just tell me one thing Luka does better than James Harden? Can somebody just tell me one thing? One singular thing Luka does better than James Harden.
You want to hit some of these super chats now?
Dude, they've got a sec to answer me. I'm gonna actually do the generals. Okay, I just want somebody to tell me what Luka does better than James Harden, and then we could take it from there. I can't believe we're doing this.
Oh man.
Someone said
smoke and drink.
I can't believe we're doing this. No. Don't just say everything. Name one thing. I just want name something. Anyway, my bad. I don't want to derail the show.
No, hey.
Am I gonna look back?
Zach's not here. We can get away with the NBA talk today.
I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away. You know what? Hit him now, dude. Fuck it, dude. Fuck this. Hit him now. What are we doing?
Well, I'm going to I'll go back to Mr. Mo later. Jordy going to shoot. Thanks for the 2. This is what started it. He said, you see the real King James, 36, 7, and 9 ring coming soon. Now, this is where the real King James LeBron. We don't need to go that far. But James Harden was hooping last night. The Cavs, are stringing together some wins and are still not 100% healthy. I can't wait for the playoffs, dude. We got to go to another game, Chris.
We do. No, we do. We need to do it. We need to do it.
So that's what started this thing. Then Ben Harmon chimes in. Thanks to the 2. Luka dropped 60. Luka better
than Harden.
Yeah, is what he was implying.
Let's play a game. Oh, go ahead. No. Go to the next one.
And then here's the next one is Jordy. Thanks for the 5. Luka's Harden's son for real, but you not ready for that convo? See me when Luka right now doing this in year 17. Real King James shit. Luka not top 75 all time.
Bingo. That ball. Ball. Pat, I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
How many 50-point games do you think Luka has?
Ooh. 3.
You undersold him. Luka has 8. In his career. He had one last night, 60 against 60.
Okay.
His big thing is scoring, right?
Yeah.
How many 50-point games did James Harden have in 2018?
I was just going to say, you talk about the 1 year. He had to have double digits that year, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
In the entire the entire Luka Doncic career, he had less 50-point games than one Harden year. Harden averaged 36.4 points a game and shot less free throws than the 35-point Kobe season and the 35-point Michael Jordan season, making him the only, making him the highest scoring shooting guard of all time. That's 2 layups away from 40. James Harden in year 17 is averaging 25 and 10 while being a 2 most nights and a 3 on some nights for this team. Harden, when pushed
on both teams he's been on.
Both teams
He's been on this year.
Harden has got all of these broke rim running centers paid. He's made more millionaires than Luka. He's also a better defender than Luka. Luka might be a better rebounder, and also his body in year 16 or 17 is going to be better than Luka's body right now because one takes care of this, one doesn't. We are talking about one of the all-time great players, scorers, passers. There isn't another player in the NBA that has a scoring title and an assist title. He's got both.
Chris, he's got multiple of both.
3
scoring titles, 2 assist titles.
It's not even close. It's not even close. And you want to look, Ben, I love you. Who wasted the final years of prime Kyrie? If you want to do this whole thing about Harden can't win a ring, but you want to point to Luka? Luka Doncic. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. I won't.
It's wild too, because I was going to say you could even make an argument maybe with 3-point shooting, but Harden in his career is a better 3-point shooter percentage wise, and this year, dog, he's shooting 45% from 3 with the Cavs in year 17.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Luka has never had a season in which he shot over 38% from 3. Harden is doing, he's currently on pace to do that with the Cavs this year at 45%. Now I know it's only half a year, but still pretty.
Kevin, I'm with you. I don't want to do basketball. I don't know why this is being done to me right now. I don't want to do basketball. I want to do football. I'm football, Chris.
Ben sent 2 more. Chris, that's cool and all. Harden's still not getting a ring.
Wake me up when Luka is.
Shit. The Cavs are probably in a better spot this year, right?
Probably. Absolutely, they're in a better spot.
I know, but I can't fully cement that with LeBron. I honestly, what I hope for is I want a Lakers-Cavs finals more than anything.
Yeah. Look, here we go. Dallas left, or Luka left Dallas. Nobody missed him.
I wouldn't say nobody.
Nobody misses him. They got a new white boy.
Yeah, but that's not exactly working out for them right now. It's early, but they're also not healthy, so I get it.
Do you have anything else? Is that it?
Wait, hold on. I do want to hit this super chat. This is from earlier as well. Mr. Mo, thanks for the 10. Man, fuck Titus for that. I don't lose sleep over Ohio State basketball like I do football, but I still watch games every year and still support. Not my fault. The basketball team has been ass for almost 10 years.
Also, just again, fans, no matter when they watch, if they're being honest about their team, it doesn't matter when they started watching the team.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter. Here we go. I don't watch a ton of Ohio State basketball anymore, but I'll tell you, if they didn't look like a well-coached team, and if saying that makes me the worst kind of fan, well, holy hell,
yeah,
then they just ban me from watching the tournament. Isn't March Madness about the event being bigger than the sport?
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
1,000%. Here we go. All of us in here, there's 710 people watching the show right now. I would say 90% of us filled out a bracket.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. We're talking about not only that, I think it's the most gambled on event outside of the the Super Bowl, obviously, but because it's a longer event. So I think you have that, and not only the moments, like the terminology that goes with, right, the Cinderella stories, all that shit that gives sports fans what they love, like that all comes from March Madness.
Yeah, like literally, right, like we are going to learn 4 or 5 players' names that we haven't heard of all year. Does that make us bad fans because we didn't learn their names till March Madness?
No, not at all. But also, they're going to become household names. Like, again, for a majority of sports fans out here that, aren't maybe big into March Madness or basketball, like Jimmer Fredette, like a guy that absolutely balled out during March Madness, is probably a more common household name than you think because of what March Madness did for his legacy. He wasn't a good NBA player, I'll tell you that much.
Dude, honestly, that's why I'm excited about the 12-team playoff, like to make it back to football. Like, I want us to have like some cult heroes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we're close to that point, right? I'm trying to think of who could be. I mean, honestly, fuck it. Will Howard,
yeah. I was gonna say, it's shitty because like I can't even actually say, because I was gonna say Mendoza, but he won the Heisman.
No, I was and that's why you can't do Mendoza.
Like his fame started like pouring in because they were undefeated. Like you need it. Like Will Howard.
But you're right though, it is close. You can almost get away with it with Mendoza.
Yeah, almost. But
I think because he won the Heisman, he was going to be a household name regardless of what they did in the postseason.
And it can't be Will Howard because Will Howard was a quarterback at Ohio State. Like,
and Ohio State's too big of a brand.
Yeah, like it has to be like. I mean, it could have been Trinidad Chambliss if they ripped off more.
Yeah, but definitely could have been him.
And maybe this is an issue where like we're too deep in it. Like I don't know how household of a name as it was for like a layman's football fan.
Well, yes, and I think that's where you're gonna. It's hard to compare March Madness cult heroes to college football and the
because I'm not deep in the weeds with.
But also, like, the cult heroes are the Steph Currys of Davidson, the Jimmer Fredettes of BYU, the DJ Burns of NC State, like teams that are not primarily basketball schools. I guess maybe NC State is not a great thing to use there, but whatever. It's Steph Curry and Jimmer Fredette specifically.
I mean, it's gonna take a G5 hero. That's what it's gonna be. Like it's gonna have to be like literally like when a G5 team wins a game, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like exactly that style of cult hero, and that's why I do want the G5s to win. But obviously it's like tough sledding.
Yeah,
let's get a commercial. Let's get a commercial break.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll be right back after this.
Menace Army. I'm going to be calm with this one because this one is a life hack. It's a game changer. You can go to menacesports.com right now and level up your TV game. Live now on our website, the P6 Mini box. It's an electronic device. It's small. It's easy for travel. You can take it anywhere, connect it to Wi-Fi, and you got it. Every show, every game, every movie ever made. All you do is plug it in. No more paying for Netflix. No more paying for cable. None of that. Just go to menacesports.com right now. Buy the P6 Mini, and you have everything. You can cut all subscriptions. You will save enough money in 3 months to pay for it for life. You'll never pay for anything ever again. And right now, promo code Menace, $25 off and free shipping on the device. Go to menacesports.com. Buy the box. It'll come in a week or two. Plug it in. Hook it to Wi-Fi. Done. You have every movie, even movies in theaters. Every baseball game. No more blacked out channels. You want to watch the news in LA? You want to watch a game that's in Seattle? It's all on the box, and it's easily categorized. You want to you want to watch a baseball game? Go down to baseball. Click it. All the baseball games listed. Pick the game. You're watching it. You don't have to pay for anything. It's a one-time fee for forever freedom. Go over to menacesports.com right now and get you a P6 Mini with promo code Menace. $25 off and free shipping. It's a must-have. Money-back guarantee. Go get it.
And we're back. I don't know if you saw this, dude. Jameis Winston is going to be on the opening day call. Yankees versus Giants.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude. I don't fucking know. Dude, is that not must watch?
I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, for those that don't know, there's that clip that always goes viral where I believe it's Jameis Winston pitching, Carlos
Yeah,
Correa. Carlos Correa's hitting, and then who's the third guy in the clip? Now I'm blanking.
Hold on, let me look.
You know the clip I'm talking
Yeah,
about,
I know
right?
what you're talking about. The funniest
It's from
part
like a
is
high school. It's like a high school showcase tournament.
Was it Correa and
I thought it was Correa, Jameis, and then a third guy, and I can't.
I always blend the clips together from when I watched AJ Brown.
Huh.
Because AJ Brown also was a top rated
I don't know the AJ Brown clip then. What is it?
I don't know who the third is. Yeah, because it was Jameis stole home.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, he was the one that stole home. So then it was someone else pitching, and then Correa's hitting, I want to say.
Correa was hitting.
I can't remember for the life of me.
That's Max Fried.
Is it Max Fried?
Yeah.
Oh
Max
shit.
Fried. I recognize
Yes.
that motion.
Okay. Fuck. Yeah. All right. Yes. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Fuck. You should have gotten that right off the rip.
I should have, bro. Because Max Fried has some absolutely like hilarious like.
And was that the Under Armour game? I can't find the fucking clip for some reason.
I have the clip. It's the East-West game.
East-West. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. And what's funny about like Max Fried, he's like in a lot of these like one-off clips. Here we go. Like, have you ever seen that of Mr. Incredible Russell Wilson at the plate when he pinched it for Aaron Judge?
Oh yeah, that's against Max Fried.
Yeah, Max Fried was pitching.
I forgot about that. I forgot fucking Russell Wilson pinch hit in that game.
Crazy. Like Max Fried has like the random walk-off hit too.
Yeah. No,
But
literally.
that was after, like, he pinch hit that.
I actually don't remember that.
Dude, Max Fried pinch hit for the Braves in the 10th inning.
For a pitcher?
No. Just
what?
We were just bullshit.
Wait, I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, dude, he didn't pitch in the game.
Huh.
And they brought him out there to pinch it. It might have been for a pitcher, but I think it was post the rule change.
Hold up.
It might have been.
I'm gonna have to look this up after the
It
show.
might have been
I don't
because of an
remember that.
injection.
Oh wait, you might be right.
It might have been because there was an ejection. They were out of hitters, and so he hit and hit a walk-off hit.
Yeah, dude, this was. Yeah, oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, all right. So this was 2021. So this was definitely after the rule change. Max Fried hit a pinch hit walk-off single in the 10th inning to defeat the Miami Marlins 8-7. With the bench depleted, Fried batted for reliever Will Smith and lined a 3-1 pitch into center field. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, so they were just out of bench guys, and yeah, but wait, I'm confused.
I don't know why they picked him. Maybe he was just seeing righties better that day. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
Pregame. I have no clue.
That's fucking hysterical.
I have no clue. Yeah, dude. Anyway, Jameis Winston is gonna be on the call. It's gonna be wild. Shout out Ben Varga for sending me that. That's gonna be
that's on, and that's the Netflix game, right?
Yeah, the Netflix game, which I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, this is Netflix first ever baseball game, right? They didn't do one last year.
Yep, this is their first ever baseball game.
Oh,
a couple of quick business notes. The SCORE Act was supposed to get a vote this week or next week, and the SCORE Act is to help regulate NIL portal, all that. It's the government's attempt to step in, and they're discussing a Lane Kiffin rule based on how he maneuvered last year, upset some people, but it is being pushed back to mid-April as lawmakers try to gather more information about things. So I just wanted to float that out there as we kind of do some housekeeping.
Yeah.
And the Tigers are hiring. I mean, LSU Tigers are hiring Baltimore Ravens quarterback coach T. Martin as an offensive analyst. So they're adding even more to the staff.
Yeah. Hold on, where was he? Was in Baltimore, right? Oh yeah, you just said that. Ravens. All right, yeah, that makes sense. All right, damn, look at that. Shout out LSU. Making moves, man. Can he fix Sam Levitt? Sam Levitt doesn't need fixing. Can he improve Sam Levitt? Yeah.
And then this is another interesting that I think is more of a baseball thing. Actually, let's get a commercial break and then we're going to come back. I want to talk about this Nebraska CSC case that I think is fascinating. And as baseball fans, I think we can relate to this more than most others can. But that'll be after the break, big dog.
Yeah. All right. Let's get one more commercial break. Close it out. Remember, get your super chats in. It is a super chat Friday, Rumble Rant Friday, and then Chris, you got what? General mailbag questions too.
Mailbags.
We'll do that after this.
All right, Minnesota Army. It's going to be like a broken record at this point, but I'm going to keep trying to push you to level up your life. Our partners over at Awaken 180 Weight Loss have a game-changing program for you. Enough with the shots, the needles, Ozempic, all the easy fixes that will help you lose weight, and then you'll gain it back later. This is about education and life transformation. Awaken 180 Weight Loss has perfected the science and made it so easy. 5+ pounds a week. Literally, if you started right now, by May 1st, you'd be down 30 pounds. It's really simple. First thing to do is they link you with a coach, your personal coach, one-on-one coaching. Every week you check in. She holds you accountable. She works with you. She helps you get through things coming up, birthday parties, holidays. We got Easter coming up. Your coach will help you. She'll coach you, or he will coach you through it so that you don't divert from the program. They deliver 4 out of 5 of your meals to your front door. Easy peasy. Just eat 4 of those selections a day, and then they give you a guideline for dinner on what you can cook, what you can eat, what you should do. And then they hold you accountable. They give you a scale. You weigh in all your analytics, body fat percentage, visceral fat, you name it. It goes straight to your coach, and you have it on the app. And then you guys talk about it once a week, about the journey. And then it's not done there. Once you're done with the program, once you hit your target weight, you got free maintenance for life. Every month, right now I check in every 3 months. I weigh in, it gets sent to my coach, Jenna, and we talk about the progress, the journey. How's it going? It is for life. It's a life-changing decision. Go over to awaken180weightloss.com right now. You'll see your energy go through the roof, your libido go through the roof, your weight falling off your body. Life will be different. Just look at me. I look entirely different than I did a year and a half ago, thanks to Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Go do a consultation right now. You don't even have to sign up for the entire program. Just do a consultation and hear what they offer. You won't regret it.
Boom. We're back. Just a real quick mention. I do want to bring up what this SCORE Act was supposed to do. The SCORE Act was initially supposed to be voted on in 2020 in December. Is what it's supposed to be voted on. It's supposed to help clean up the Wild West, and honestly grant the NCAA more power to do things. And so the NCAA's workaround for being sued for being unlawful was to have the SCORE Act and have it as a part of the government essentially, to avoid the lawsuit stuff. So some of the key provisions is going to be strictly like student athletes can freely enter NIL agreements and hire agents, but there has to be mandatory transparency in all contracts, which is unique. One of the things the SCORE Act also wanted to do is schools generating over $20 million in annual athletic revenue. So everybody, health and academic support during their career and post-career. So even if you don't make the league, continued health support. And then the one thing is it would grant the NCAA unilateral control, and governing bodies can establish rules on eligibility, transfers, recruitment, NIL disclosure with federal preemption over conflicting state laws. So essentially, the government will be like, look, we are signing the SCORE Act to give the NCAA power again. Yeah, simply. That's what we're going to do. And it got pulled from a House vote in December 2025 because of some opposition from the right, which, I don't want to make this a political thing, but if it passed on the vote, it would require Senate approval and then the presidential signature to become law. So we're seeing a lot more Trump involved in college athletics. We're seeing him kind of in the mix. And this is why, because the people believe that the SCORE Act, whenever it gets voted on, it's going to make its way across Trump's desk. Gotcha, and one of the things you always want to do for approval ratings and for information purposes is learn as much as you can on these things. Now, there is a note in the SCORE Act that I think schools are lobbying for: athlete employment status. Okay. Student athletes are explicitly not considered employees of their school, conference, or the NCAA. So essentially, this would protect the viewpoint is, we're going to protect the coaches, or to protect the players, but we're not going to protect the universities. So just a note on that. I don't know if you have anything you want to add to that.
No, I mean, honestly, I think where I stand right now is the players are the ones that should be protected the most, right? More so than the universities. At least that's kind of where I'm at on this thing. Now, I know the bigger goal here, right, is to give the NCAA power again, because they've seemingly lost it all. So I think this is a good step in the right direction in terms of doing so. Now we'll see what you said. April, right, is when the hearing is now, or the vote.
Yeah, they're going to do the first vote in April, but again, like the steps of this are just. I mean, it's going to be a really long process. I mean, the fact that it got pulled in December. They were supposed to have a vote next week, and it's been pushed back to April. I don't know if we'll ever actually get a vote on that.
Doug, I was going to say, and we know how the NCAA operates, to begin with, and I guess this technically isn't the NCAA's fault.
This is the government. Like people,
this is the government. So
people are wondering, and myself included, people have been wondering, why have we been getting so many political notes over in the sports world? And honestly, and I don't want this to be like an anti-Trump, pro-Trump show or anything like that. But that's why I thought the interview, that's why I was bugged by the interview that Pate did with Trump,
because he didn't really bring any of this up.
No, and he said he didn't have enough time, and so whatever.
Isn't that the one thing that's connecting him to the sport right now?
Yeah, is the SCORE Act.
Yeah.
Which is not talked about enough. All people want to do is talk about the NCAA is not doing their job. They're trying to do their job, and there is a lot of fluff in this SCORE Act, when really the number one thing needs to be allowing the NCAA to unilaterally control and govern their sport. Because right now they're not.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just a quick note. And I don't know if the SCORE Act is going to pass or not.
Honestly, the way it's going, we probably won't see it for another couple years.
Yeah. No, I mean, shoot, dude, supposed to get it in December. Supposed to get it next week. Just some movement on it. So it can get to the Senate.
Yeah.
But or not. So I guess and that was more to answer the question about why are we getting so much politics in sports right now. So I don't have any general mailbag questions. So
yeah, I think we've got. Was there a couple
supers that we can skadoodle?
Yeah, we got a rumble rant too from our guy T Shiesty. Pat, if you say that word one more fucking time, what word? Tournament. Whoops. Yeah. Where are we?
We do have a couple of supers.
Yeah, we do have a couple more supers. Ben Harmon, thanks to the two. Chris, that's cool and all. Harden's still not getting a ring.
Cool. Me, Luka, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, James Harden. We all got one. And Josh Allen and Aaron Judge. We all got one thing in common. And Jose Ramirez with me. I mean, shit. We're all in that bitch together.
Henrik Lundqvist too. Throw Henrik.
I don't believe. You know what my hot take is? I don't even give a fuck about ring culture. I don't care. Who's the best baseball player we've ever seen, Pat?
That's a tough one. Probably Barry Bonds.
Does it impact you at all that he's a terrible playoff performer and has no rings?
No.
Jose Ramirez, will you think less of him if he leaves the sport with no rings?
No.
But
I also think ring culture definitely differs from sport to sport.
Yeah, so baseball, I don't even believe in ring culture. Basketball, I also don't believe in ring culture when it comes to saying a certain player is not great or a Hall of Famer. I think ring culture is only a thing when you're talking about the Mount Rushmore. And what will I never do? I never put Harden on the Mount Rushmore.
Shooting guard Mount Rushmore?
I mean, he is on the shooting guard Mount Rushmore, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think ring culture matters with that Mount Rushmore. Because here we go.
Here we go. Well, here's the debate. Here's the debate. D Wade or Harden?
It's Harden, and I will be open to that debate. But you know why rings don't matter to me at all?
Why?
Because when you talk shooting guard, you talk scorers.
Yeah.
Do you view Tracy McGrady's legacy any differently?
No.
Do you view Allen Iverson's legacy any differently?
No.
So it's for scorers in that front, it's and the other part of it is Kevin Durant's legacy bigger than Allen Iverson's?
Huh. Probably.
I don't think it is. I think AI meant more to the game. And
I don't.
I like and the
That's
way
a tough one. That's a tough one.
I only like ring culture if you're an absolute purist.
Yes, but also, and I think ring culture matters. The nature of the ring matters, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If if your ring is pure, if you have a virgin ring, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Also, like Finals MVP to me matters a little more than ring too. Like,
but I also think we pick and choose with that across sports too.
Yeah, I guess. Like, there's definitely some cases in basketball, at least, where that shit was, probably not right. Like Andre Iguodala winning a Finals MVP, probably shouldn't have happened.
You know why I don't? You know why I don't fault Harden at all for not winning a ring?
Why?
Because what was his absolute peak of powers?
Oh, well, it was the twofold, right? The Chris Paul injury.
Well, not even that. Like, the injury happened, yeah, but what was going on in the NBA during his peak of powers?
I mean, you had the same Golden State team that was rattling off.
Kevin Durant joined a 72-win team.
73-win
team.
Yeah.
At the peak of Harden's powers. And the only team to ever push that team past 5 games was the Harden Rockets. And they would have won the series if
Chris Paul doesn't get hurt.
Hamstring isn't pulled pork. So I don't fault any of that. And look, in football, especially in football, do the same thing. Like, guess what? When we do our Ohio State Mount Rushmore quarterbacks, does ring culture matter at all?
No, because Will Howard's not on that bitch.
No, Will Howard does not.
Yeah, but again, I think football and baseball the ring culture is different, right? Because there's so many different players that factor into the outcome of a game in those two sports. Whereas in basketball, you're one of 5 guys on the court. That's why that's why I'm not totally discrediting ring culture. Now, listen, I'm a James Harden fan.
That's fair, but ring culture in basketball is only an in the moment thing. Nobody thought, Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady at one point was the Josh Allen of his sport.
Mm-hmm.
But no one gave a fuck that he never won anything. Did anybody give a shit that Steve Nash never won a ring?
No.
Did anybody give a fuck that Charles Barkley never won a ring? Sometimes you're in eras with Titans.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just are, and that's okay. And so, for me, my top-down worldview of basketball is the same as I have for football. To me, Justin Fields never winning a ring doesn't alter his legacy.
Yeah.
For me, Braxton Miller never winning a ring or Heisman doesn't alter his legacy.
I mean, I also live by the same standpoint. Like, to me, and and I maybe catch a lot of flack for this. Like, Aaron Rodgers, better quarterback than Tom Brady. Now he'll doesn't have the rings to back it up, but
yeah.
I'm of the belief that Aaron Rodgers is a better thrower of the football than Tom Brady.
Not. Well, it looks better coming out of his hands. I mean, I think the thing that the thing that I view as a skill is being likable, and I think being likable matters. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers
is likable.
And also, just the quick note, I don't really get mad at Harden haters, because Harden to me is the same thing that Aaron Rodgers is.
I was gonna say, well, they're both unlikable guys to certain crowds.
They're unlikable unless it's like art, man. And here we go. We're back in my library. We're back in the Chris Drew library, dude. And there's art on the walls. And some people might walk into my library and be like, wow, that's fucking hideous. But me, I look at that paint splatter on that wall and that eye mid blink and that donkey running across a burning building and think, oh my God. That shit made I'm a religious zealot when it comes to art.
Yeah.
So neither here nor there.
Where are we? Jordy gonna shoot. Thanks for the 5. Harden might sneak one this year if they can get through Boston. Only concern for real, but I'm scared that if Harden gets a ring, Judge and Allen might get one too.
Here we go. And also, just real quick, a ring also can't unlame you. Just for the record, that's where I also go with the ring culture, because I think historically, here we go, a ring can't unlame you, because Jason Tatum won a ring and he's still super lame, and I will still contend that people will think that T-Mac meant more to the game than T-Mac will always get more respect and more love than Tatum.
Yeah. Would multiple rings change your opinion?
I mean, I'm not even based on my opinion of Jason Tatum. People think Tatum is the fucking lamest.
Oh, I hate him.
Like Tatum won a ring, plays a style similar to T-Mac, but sometimes you can't get unlamed.
Well,
and no
also,
matter
it's
how
the shit he
win,
does.
I don't know if you can get unlamed by that.
Well, it's just the shit he does off the court that is what makes him lame, dude.
Like, here we go. Like fuck the Luka versus Harden thing. It's like let's talk Tatum versus Luka. Luka gets way more love than Jason Tatum.
Yeah, because Luka's not a clown off the court.
Right. It's about at the end of the
day,
day,
that's when it comes to off the court likability, right?
It's like also on the court, but like sports is about likability.
Yeah. But it's not because of Tatum's play. Now, if you want to say like SGA, he's unlikable because of his play style, not because of what Tatum does. Nothing about Tatum's play style irks me as a basketball fan. What SGA does sometimes, I can get bothered by that, right? The free throw merchants. But similarly, wasn't Harden. Harden was also unlikable because of that when during the 2018 Harden years, right? Like
honestly, it's crazy. It's crazy you say that because like I agree with you to a sense, but I do think SGA's style of play made Harden more likable. Like the pivot,
1,000%.
Was like, oh my God, like I thought Harden was bad. This is way fucking worse.
100% agree. And that's where I think SGA is way more unlikable to me. I guess it's hard to compare the unlikability of him and Tatum, but like for one, I can get over, like I can enjoy watching Tatum play basketball and be like, damn, he's a fucking hooper. You're just fucking lame when you get on a microphone and try to be someone you're not and do the shit with Tex and Kobe.
Is there like a quarterback equivalent to like play styles that like we dislike? Because I have one. Like I don't like, and maybe this is like super unfair of me. I don't like watching Dak Prescott play quarterback.
Wait, what? That is a Chris Drew quarterback.
No, it doesn't do it for me.
What? That's Giants blinders, dude. Isn't that not a Chris Drew quarterback?
No, he doesn't. I mean, at least no, he doesn't. It doesn't do it for me. And it might just be the throwing motion. It might not even be the play style. It might just be
because play style wise, he'd be throwing that bitch up there sometimes, and he's got the I'm gonna throw this bitch, and I don't really care if it gets intercepted or not mentality.
Does he?
Yes, he does. He absolutely does.
I believe you. I just don't like watching him. Optically, I don't like it. Optically, I didn't love watching Drew Brees until I got older.
All right. Oh, here we go. I optically did not like watching Phillip Rivers. That throwing motion bothered me.
Yeah. So I guess like we're both on the throwing motion, like quarterback wise throwing motion thing.
I know. That's the only thing I can think of because like style of play, it's kind of hard. Like, what are you going to say, Jameis Winston? But like that's entertaining to me.
I don't know. Do you like the way Brock Purdy plays quarterback?
Huh. I guess no, I don't.
And another one that I think you are, I don't know if you're going to disagree with me or not. I don't like the way Baker Mayfield plays quarterback. I don't like it.
Okay.
It's not aesthetically pleasing to me.
It's not. That's a
Like he might be my James Harden. Like I don't like the way he plays quarterback.
Yeah, I like it, but just because it fits him, I don't know how to describe it. Because you're right, aesthetically, it's not fun to watch a short white guy go run around and try to bulldoze people to get a first down and kind of launch the ball up in the air 40 yards to Mike. I don't know. I get what you're saying.
It doesn't look effortless. I like when my athletes make things look really effortless. With him, I feel like he might shit himself actually trying to throw a football.
No, that's a great example.
And honestly, maybe that's why sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I was turned off to Will Howard. It didn't always look effortless. I like when my quarterbacks, like Justin Fields, ripped that 60-yard pass play to Chris Olave. Yeah. I liked how that looked. I liked CJ Stroud. It looked like he was out there painting pictures.
Haskins too.
Haskins. And here we go, back to my library. I like when my quarterbacks and my point guards and my baseball players, pitchers in particular, I like when they're painting pictures. I don't like when they have a rock with some marker on it and they're banging the canvas. And sometimes it feels like that with certain guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Pitchers is
go
a
up-
little
go
different
up
though,
there.
right? Because you're a big velo guy.
No. My love for velo is new.
Okay.
I'm a pitcher's pitcher.
At the core.
Yeah, at the core. Because like
I
my
gotcha.
favorite pitcher of all time is Greg Maddux.
All right. Yeah.
The guy who's like a can't miss start for me on TV is Max Fried.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's a Yankee now, but even like you and I talk, like I love Mad Max.
Oh yeah.
Like that's always been my guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, shit. I could say the same thing. Like my favorite Tribe starting pitcher throughout the years has been Corey Kluber, and he never overpowered anyone. He threw 5 different fastballs, and you had no fucking clue which way that bitch was going to turn.
No, bingo. So like I guess like aesthetically wise, when I think quarterbacks, I want you to paint pictures. I don't want you to bash your head on the wall.
That's fair.
And I just feel like Baker just fucking bashes the fucking crayon against the wall, dude.
Baker gets a pass from me, dude. He can do no wrong in my book.
Dude, I hate him.
Let me throw this. We got a couple more. Kevin, thanks for the 5. Michigan was 8-24 2 years ago. You can absolutely turn a program around in short order. The who else can we get was always loser talk.
Who else can we get is actually coach propaganda. I can't prove it yet, but I will drop a video on that. The who else can we get thing is always agent and coach propaganda 100%.
Yeah.
It's always been a farce. It's always been a lie.
Rod Farva, thanks for the 5. Yogi Berra, 10 rings. Bill Russell, 11 rings. Robert Ory, 7 rings. Are any of them considered GOATs?
I only see one goat up there.
Robert Ory.
Yogi. Only because he got a cartoon after him.
Who?
Yogi Berra? Yogi Bear, dude? You're not hip to the Yogi Bear, the cartoon? Whoa. Am I old, chat?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I know this guy. I didn't realize.
The Yogi Bear, dude.
Yeah. I actually had no idea that was his name.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, I never watched this show, but I recognize.
The Yogi Bear, dude.
Yeah.
Little Boo Boo.
I don't know what the fuck Boo Boo is.
Or it might be Bobo. It's the Boo Boo
Oh,
Bear.
yeah,
dude.
Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. Yeah, dude. I've never watched the show, but I recognize Yogi Bear. I don't recognize Boo Boo. Is he wearing is that a tie or a bra? I can't tell.
That's a bow tie, bro.
Okay. The one picture looks like it's a bra. Maybe my search.
Dude, I can't believe, bro. Bro. Yogi Bear, dude. We should be that for Halloween. One of us be Bobo, and one of us be Yogi.
Fuck it, I'm in.
Dude, yeah, the chat is hit, bro. Stealing picnic baskets.
What?
Yeah. You weren't hit, bro.
No, dude, I'd never watched the show.
Pat wasn't hit, bro.
That's funny. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend. Ben Hardman, thanks to the 2. Wemby going to be better than Luka and Harden, TBH.
It's Wemby's like a cool party trick. Wemby being the face of the league would be awful for the sport moving forward.
If he could stay healthy, that's all. That's going to be my biggest thing.
It would be awful for the sport. You can't be like you have to have some qualities about you that don't look so alien. Because part of being face of the league.
Oh, come on. Someone that's as big of a sci-fi fan as you can't get behind an alien-like creature being the face of the league? Come on.
My brother in Christ, you know what we do to those alien-like creatures in the movies? We kill them. They never win.
Listen, I also, I mean, I don't know. I like watching Wemby. I just don't think it's sustainable.
Too. I'm talking about he cannot be the face of the league. You cannot be. Look, basketball is already a sport with a lot of aliens. So on TV, those guys all look everymanable. He looks like an alien out there with them. He cannot be the face of the league. With Michael Jordan, he was the face of the league. What did he love to do? Golf and smoke, and he was 6'6", so he didn't look like a giant out there. LeBron, even in his heyday, was never the biggest player in the NBA. Now, he was a freak, but he was an everyman. Family guy, Savannah, the kids, very marketable. You can't have someone who is 7'11" be the face of the league. You can only be a cool side character.
Then who's the next face of the league?
Well, it depends, man, because it could be one of the kids in this upcoming draft, but the face of white NBA moving forward is Cooper Flag.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say.
I do believe there's like multiple. I think there's a face of white NBA and a face of like general NBA.
But that's never been the case before.
What do you mean? Yeah, Larry. Larry was the face of white NBA.
Yeah, but then Jordan took over. It wasn't.
Well, yeah, but
I don't
Larry's
know,
older than
Yeah.
During Larry's
I'm saying at the
prime,
same time, there's never a white NBA and a black
Yeah,
NBA face.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Who was the white NBA face of the league when LeBron was in the league?
Well, that's how you know he's really goated. Being so great, there's not even a white face of the league, bro. Do you know how great you got to be for not to be a white face of the league?
Steve Nash. That's who I can think of.
Bro, it was Dirk, bro.
Yeah, I guess we're Dirk. Even still, I'm not buying this theory.
I am.
I think
dude.
Cooper Flag is just going to be the face of the league like Larry Bird was.
Can't be the face.
He absolutely can.
Can't.
It's white boy summer, baby. Timothy Chalamet's the face of acting.
Honestly, Timothy Chalamet might be the coldest white boy ever. I finished Dune 2 and I cried, bro. I was
dude. How good is the ending?
Dude, literally, I'm on my floor on one knee, just crying.
Did you watch the trailer for Dune 3 yet?
No.
Dude, I'm gonna send it to you after the show.
After the show ends, I'm going to the movie theater.
You watching Project? My buddy went to the midnight showing last night. Ryan Gosling was at the theater doing a little Q&A beforehand. He sent a video. So jealous.
That's so sick. I'm going by myself, bro. But I'm about to. Is it out of pocket to eat a glizzy at the movie theater? Is that okay? Chat, where are we at?
I'll be honest. I don't like eating dinner food at the movies. Now, I think if you want a glizzy, you go ahead and eat a glizzy. I don't think that matters. I'm going to eat popcorn and I'm going to have Sour Patch Kids.
That's run the sheets. Go pick up 5 burgers,
dude. No, you're no more fucking
dude. Guys, Pat called me before the show to like get a game plan together. I'm just like, dude, I can't answer. I can't even answer. Put it on mute. I'm in there blowing chunks. Keep going, dude. We got to get you out of here, bro. You got like stuff to go do.
What do we got? Kevin, thanks for the 5. When you watch sports, you want to see the natural, the guy who was just touched by God and put on this earth to play a certain sport.
You see it. You see it. You want to see the natural. Baker Mayfield, not a fucking natural.
I also like the regular looking guys that can, prove people wrong. The doubters.
I like those guys too, but like Baker Mayfield looks like he flicked.
What do you mean? Your favorite Red Sox right now is Caleb Durbin. That's a regular guy.
I do love Durbin. He's a regular guy that fucking has traps on traps, dude. Holy shit.
But that's all the fucking
long show. Holy hell.
Yeah, long show. Hey, it's a Friday, man.
Yeah.
We get freaky on a Friday. That's how it goes. Fucking Friday. Like the video, hit a retweet on Twitter, all that good stuff. And we will see you guys on fucking Monday. Yeah. Enjoy the weekend. What is it? Stay safe. Wake up in a bed and be a degenerate, I think is what Zach says. Something like that. But
yeah, something like that.
Bang. Good Patter Day episode. I'm Pat. That's Chris. Peace out.